And here we are. Welcome. It is wonderful to see each and every one of you. Hi, Kristine. How are you?
I'm excited. Lovely to see you, Melanie.
I'm so excited to bring you to all of our Party Plan 123 followers. So welcome everyone joining us in the room. Today's guest trainer event is a fantastic one. You don't want to miss any minutes of this. It's all about 7 steps to turbocharge your team growth. So this is perfect for you if you want to know how to sponsor, recruit, grow your team. But even if you've never recruited a single person into your team before, there are still going to be golden nuggets of information that you can take away with you and get results in your direct sales business. So I want to just introduce you and tell you a little bit about Kristine Tiley, who is our guest trainer today. She is an Australian. Wow. That's a little bit of a rarity for us here, Kristine. So it's nice to have an Aussie on the line with me today. And for those of you who are just meeting Kristine for the first time, she's actually celebrating her 16th anniversary of being in the party plan industry. So welcome her and congratulate her for her 16th year anniversary. Kristine's actually an ex-teacher who built a multi-million-dollar business in party plan, and she holds personal and organizational recruiting records for her company. She's an absolute superstar. And I have met her in person. So the way that I came across Kristine is I was speaking at a conference on the topic of bookings and never ever running out of bookings again, which I am so passionate about. And Kristine was the guest speaker talking about recruiting and team building. And when I was watching her do her presentation, her information is so easy to understand. Everyone loves it. And I was thinking, I need to bring this information to all of our Party Plan 123 followers. So, Kristine, it's a virtual round of applause from everyone here at Party Plan 123. We're joining you from all over the world. We've got followers in Australia, America, Canada, New Zealand, UK, they're everywhere. South Africa. So welcome. It's lovely to see you here.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here. I can't believe all these amazing places from all around the world that people have joined us from. So it is my absolute pleasure. As Melanie said, recruiting is my passion. So I'm delighted to be here.
Wonderful. Oh, and I should just let everyone know a few quick instructions of how to use this webinar program. You'll see at the top, we've got like a little sticky message coming up there that has information about how you can share this event out with your team. So invite your teams to get in here right now by sending them to partyplan123.com/guest trainer. We are recording this. There will be a replay available for you. And the comments and the questions will be showing up. If you are on a computer, you'll see them on the right-hand side in the column. If you're on a phone or a tablet, it usually shows up just a little bit underneath where you are seeing us on the webcam right now. So I'm going to be here monitoring comments and questions coming in. Just type any questions you have into the chat roll as we go. I'm going to now hand over to Kristine, and she'll be shifting from in between her webcam and her slide presentation. She's got an awesome slide presentation. So grab a notebook, grab a pen, take a ton of notes, because it's time to help you discover how to use 7 tips to explode your business and grow your team. So Kristine, take it away.
Thank you, Melanie.
Now, Kristine, as you're starting to transition over into the slides, I just want to share with everyone that you are the founder of Direct Sales Inspiration, which is a beautiful website where your passion shines through for recruiting and sponsoring. Just tell us a little bit about how you came about to start Direct Sales Inspiration. What's it all about, and what's your mission? What are you hoping to achieve with that?
Sure. My mission with Direct Sales Inspiration is to empower members of the direct selling industry to build the business of their dreams. And I was led to wanting to do that when I realized just how blessed I was to have such a flexible business. And one of the slides I've got coming up, I'll share with you why that was so critical for my family. But that led me to wanting to help make a difference for more people. So I'm sharing my knowledge that I've built up over these last 16 years to empower people in the industry all around the world.
Yeah, and everyone, I know a little bit about Kristine's personal story, so stay tuned. She's going to be sharing some extremely personal information, really, about something big that happened in her life and how her direct selling business enabled her to keep an income coming in at an absolutely crushing time for her and her family. So I'll let you share more about your personal story in a moment, Kristine. Okay, so let's bring up these slides, and I just want to thank everyone for spending your time here today. I'm really proud of each and every one of you for making the effort to be here. You're going to absolutely love this. Lots of powerful information coming up for you. So it's all yours, Kristine. Take it away, and I'll just jump back up with an occasional comment or a question as we go.
Fabulous. Thanks so much, Melanie. Let's dive straight in.
Okay.
Okay, so today's webinar is 7 steps to turbocharge your direct sales team growth, even if you've never recruited before. So this is going to be a bit exciting. Okay, so attention party plan consultants. Thrilled that we've got so many of you on with us today. Do you want to turbocharge your business? This webinar is for you if you want to massively increase your income, if you feel uncomfortable sharing the business opportunity, if you've never recruited before, or you want some fresh ideas to grow your existing team even more. If you're dreaming of building a team, attending retreats, and living the ultimate direct sales lifestyle, if any of those are you, then you are in the right place today. And you will want to go and grab the bonus free ebook that we've got for you today, 30 game-changing ideas for recruiting. You can head there now, directsalesinspiration.com/bonus. It will take a few minutes to come through, so you can come straight back to the webinar so you don't miss anything. So as I mentioned briefly in the intro, I'm Kristine Tiley, and literally today I've 16 years of experience in the party plan industry. I've had a multi-million-dollar turnover from my organisation for nearly a decade. I hold the personal and organisation recruiting records for my company, and I'm the founder of Direct Sales Inspiration. So this is just a few little pics about my journey along the way. I have a master's degree in education as well, which included quite a lot of psychology, and it turns out that's really helpful when it comes to recruiting. I've won so many awards, and I've been on 18 international retreats, and my organisation consistently has the highest numbers who qualify to come along with me. Now, I'm sharing all of this with you to impress upon you that I genuinely know what I'm talking about, and I know how to teach it to others. I'm so excited to share it with you. I wasn't always good at recruiting. My first 2 years in the business, I didn't recruit anybody, which just goes to impress upon you that recruiting is a skill that can be learned. And today's mission is to teach it to you. Okay, so why sharing my expertise in this industry is my passion. I guess I'll share a little bit of my personal story with you before we dive into things. When my daughter was diagnosed with leukemia 2 years ago is when I really realized just how important our industry is, because it's so flexible. I felt absolutely blessed that I built such a successful business in the industry, because I was able to work, as you can see, I spend a lot of time looking at my feet, working from her hospital room, and I was able to still bring in an income for my family at a time that nobody else I met on the Kids Cancer Ward was able to do that. So they all had additional financial stress when you really don't need any extra pressure if there's enough going on with a sick child. So that's when I realized that my knowledge in the industry is a gift that I was meant to share. I want to spread successful businesses as much as possible throughout the industry. So let's dive in and learn a bit more about recruiting. So I just popped in a couple of testimonials there because I'm here because I believe in you. I believe you can build the business of your dreams. You just need the stepping stones to get there. So these testimonials are from two fabulous women that I've worked with on their recruiting, and I thought you might find their stories inspiring. So Kerry Brownell from Miriam said, I had never recruited anyone before I met Kristine. With her natural ability to coach and train, she helped me to recruit with confidence and achieve my goal to qualify for an incentive trip. Her training will help you achieve your goals too. She's the perfect trainer, motivating, encouraging, but most importantly, she's tried and tested everything herself. And Angela Lloyd from the Body Shop at Home says, with Kristine's wealth of knowledge about recruiting and her incredible support and cheerleading, I have reached goals that have been life-changing. My direct sales business is now my full-time career, and I've qualified for glamorous incentive trips to Hawaii, Thailand, Las Vegas, and South Africa. I encourage you to learn everything you can from Kristine. Her knowledge really is life-changing. So let's get into the knowledge, shall we?
Absolutely. And Kristine, I think you're hearing me now.
Yes, I can.
Hi, Heather. So is everyone hearing me now? I think they are. So I've actually logged in on the second computer, rejigged my whole microphone. So yeah, I think Gillian's saying, yes, we are hearing me now as well. So welcome. I can see we've got an awesome number of people on the webinar. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. And we cannot wait. In fact, I think she's bringing us both up on the webcam right now. So,
yes, I thought, it worked.
Yeah, there's going to be three of us now because I'm actually and if I close down that other computer, I'll close everything. So we don't want to lose everyone. So yeah, here I am. I am actually talking to you now. You can see me. I've just put myself on full screen view there. So wow, thanks Gillian, thanks Joyce, Colette, Minnie, Robin, nice to see you all. So Kristine, you're doing a wonderful job and I'm going to let you continue on. We love your work. So you're welcome to go back on over into your slide sharing right now. So keep going, Kristine, and I'm right here to help out and monitor everything.
Okay, fabulous. I'll keep going then. So the 7 ingredients of recruiting that we're going to be discussing today are displays, what you say, recruiting games that you can play, recruiting outside of parties, recruiting online, overcoming objections, and follow-up. So let's keep moving. All right, displays. Now, the reason that this is important is that most people don't come to a party expecting to walk away with a business. It's our job to inspire them. A majority of people have a preference for visual input, and everyone will absorb 70% more, according to John Medina, the author of Brain Rules, when given information in a visual format. So that's a powerful scientific fact that we can use in our businesses, because what you display about the business opportunity is vital. I actually dedicate an entire third of my display at every single party to the business opportunity. And what we've got for you next is one of the ways that you can go about doing that at your parties. Now, we've called it an iPad slideshow. Obviously, the same applies if you have an Android device, but the advantages of creating a slideshow that is running continuously through the event, sitting on your display table, are that it's subliminal messages. The guests will see the images multiple times throughout the party. Once it's set up, you can use it over and over again at all of your different events. Now, our recommendations are that you use no more than 3 to 5 images and set it to a slow image changeover with about 10 seconds per image. and they must be clear, and any text needs to be easy to read, because it can be a danger when using this that you annoy people, and we don't want that. We want to just set it so that it's intriguing and providing those subliminal messages throughout the whole party. Now, the images can show lifestyle benefits, any joining offers you might have, a call to action to join your team. You can be creative. Just make sure you follow the recommendations. And remember, if you have images with small text on them that's hard to read or they're blurry, they'll annoy your guests rather than intriguing them. If you create this slideshow, it can be a very, very powerful tool for you to use to generate those sparks of interest in the recruiting message. So, step 2 in this turbocharged system we're putting together for you is what to say at your parties. Now, surprisingly, there we go, got it. 30% of guests prefer to absorb information by listening. We need to cater for all the different ways people absorb information. People need to be exposed to information several times before they really process it. And we need to provide variety in the ways we present the business opportunity so it's not boring and it doesn't come across as pushy. So to be able to mix it up, you want to offer as many different ways to present the opportunity in your toolbox as possible. I actually aim to incorporate the joining message at least 5 times in my parties in all different ways. Now, the first toolbox that we're going to give you when it comes to what to say at your parties is yes questions. We want to train them to say yes throughout the party. So here are some examples. Who could use an extra $300 in their pocket? Now you can adjust that amount. That's based on 1 to 2 parties a week, and whatever is relevant there for your specific company is what you would say. Who would love a flexible job? Who would like to stay home with the kids and bring in extra cash? Who could use a bit of extra money? Who has ever thought about becoming their own boss? Now, with all of those, I don't suggest that you stand up at the party and say all of those at once. Sprinkle 2 or 3 of those throughout the party, and what that is doing is training them psychologically to a yes comment and sparking interest. So what that is going to do is that when you come to the part, who would like more information about joining, they're primed more towards a yes answer. So we need to use all of these psychological triggers to our advantage. Now, let's move on to the next step in our turbocharged system, recruiting games. Now, these are actually a bit like a secret weapon, because when guests are trying to win a prize and they're having fun, they don't even notice that you're brainwashing them. All in a positive way, of course. Our aim is to take away the automatic protection mechanism in the brain that shuts people off from opportunities and something new. We want to switch them into fun excitement mode and spark interest and start to create positive neural pathways about the opportunity to ensure they stay open to the possibility. And games are the perfect way to do exactly that. If your guests are having fun, they're more likely to book a party or join your team. Games help break the ice and help people relax. They're a fun way to talk about the business opportunity, and they're often really hands-on, so it really helps the message to sink in. So we thought you would like to have a game to go away with straight away that you can use in your business. The recruiting rhyme. Now, don't worry if you can't read it on your screen. It is included in the bonus that we have for you today, and we will send you that address again later on where to go and get that bonus. But make sure you grab it so you can go and use this at your very next party. To run it, it's quite simple. You give each guest a piece of paper and pen. They track their score as they listen to you reciting the rhyme. Anyone who adds the 25 points at the end, which says add 25 more if you want to be a, insert your company name, consultant, like me, learn how you can make money and get lots of products for free. So obviously they are going to be a very hot lead for your business. And make sure you've got a little prize for the winner. And it doesn't have to be anything expensive. If your company offers small trinkets, then that's great. If not, you know what? A chocolate is just perfect. Whatever you can. And it's not just the people that add the 25 more at the end that are hot leads. Anybody who gets a high score is a hot lead. And it's more than just that. It's also about triggering interest in the business throughout the rhyme. I'm just going to read it through for you so that you can understand what I'm talking about. Because it might
We would love you to do that, Kristine. I've actually just jumped on the microphone to let you know, because I know you are only seeing the slides right now. So everyone's just seeing in the bottom corner of your screen.
Yep.
I've got a poll going right now where the comments are, and it's just the question, do you use games at your party? And we've got almost 80% of people right now are saying that they do. So I'm going to give everyone 30 seconds to answer the poll. And then when I end the poll, it will show you all the results as well. And for everyone watching right now, I actually went and researched Kristine's website this week. It's Direct Sales Inspiration. And I was looking through all of her blog posts that she has on the topic of recruiting and sponsoring and team building. And she has an awesome blog post with this example of the recruiting rhyme in it. I wish I could go back and restart my parties and use something like this recruiting rhyme, because I just think that this will work so well. It's fun, it's not pushy, and I can't wait for Kristine to actually give you this example. So go ahead, Kristine, let everyone know and read through the recruiting rhyme. And I just wanted to tell everyone that I absolutely love this. So answer the
Thanks,
poll,
Melanie.
and I'll release those results of the poll in just a few seconds.
Oh, exciting. Well, maybe now that those 20% who aren't playing games might do so at their parties, now they know how much of a fabulous psychological tool and secret weapon they actually are. So let's read through the recruiting rhyme. If any selling you have done before, put down 10 to start your score. If you have a car and are able to drive, the thing to do is just add 5. If some extra money is what you would like, add 10 more, which is just about right. A little spare time will add to your score. For this, you may add 15 more. If you like people and think they are grand, add 5 more and see where you stand. Add 10 points if you think parties are fun, and when you add this, you are almost done. If you score the highest, it is plain to see a something consultant is what you should be. Add 25 more if you want to be a something consultant like me. Learn how you can make money and get lots of products for free. Bit of fun. So how's that poll going, Melanie?
Just turning my microphone on. No, that's fine. I can jump in a flash. So yes, the poll was 79% people using games and 21% are not. So I just want to say thank you everyone for answering the poll.
Excellent. Well, there's one that you can start out with if you haven't been using games and get your recruiting really rocking. Okay, let's move on to step number 4 in our turbocharged system. So this one is all about recruiting outside of parties. Sometimes you want to speed up team growth, and you might want to fill your pipeline with fresh leads for both parties and new team members. So some options for places that you could do that are perhaps at vendor events. You can send email newsletters to your customer database. You could have put up posters with tear-off tabs that you can put all around your neighborhood, letterbox drops, and more online marketing via your Facebook business page. So depending how big your goals are, will depend how many of those you'll do and how often you'll do them. But Melanie, I would actually really love to see in the chat box who would love to qualify for their company's next incentive trip. So
yes,
I might come back so that I can
come
see
back onto the webcam. Okay.
So, I'll just turn off screen share and come back, because I'd really love to see who's striving for or would love to strive for their next company's trip.
I'm going to bring you up on full screen for a moment.
Okay.
So I'm just maximizing your window. So we're seeing you in your office, and I'm afraid you're all seeing me just type on my computer for a minute. So I'll type that question in. So the question is, Kristine, is it something about your company's conference?
Yeah, I'd just love to know who has a dream that they would love to qualify for an incentive trip for their company. Is that something that you would love to be able to do? Oh, yes, I can see Michelle says she'd love to. Theirs is to Ireland. Jack would love to go to their next incentive trip. Amy's aiming for it in 2020. Wow, so many people.
I know Jill Moment are off on a cruise this weekend, from what I'm seeing on social media. And the incentive trips that our company does for us, this was my favorite thing out of everything that the companies offer. Like, I'd rather go on free holidays than have a company car, to be honest.
Yes,
so
holidays are my thing.
Yeah, I know. And I can see so many regular attendees joining us here. Patricia, Robin, Alison, Kim, Tamika, Debbie. There's so many people that I know have been joining us for many, many webinars before. So I've really been wanting to help. Oh, good. I've been wanting to help everyone with sponsoring recruiting. We haven't done a lot of that for a very long time. So I want to give everyone a high five who's actually in here live right now, like a big, huge congratulations to all of you, because when we do training on sponsoring and team building, sometimes consultants have a mindset of, as long as I'm getting sales and bookings, I'm not really going to worry about recruiting, Maybe even if you don't want to be a leader, there are still huge benefits in recruiting and sponsoring to help your business. Number one, get the team conferences and incentives. So I'm just really, really so proud to have so many of you joining in here right now. So give yourselves a big high five or show me one in the comments. If you do emojis right now. And Bridget's doing a high five in the comments. Hey, Bridget. So we've got Bridget there from Paparazzi Accessories over in the USA. So
fabulous.
Yeah, Kristine, it's nice to see you on the screen and to have everyone connecting with the comments too.
Nice to see some of the comments. So I will go straight back in. I love seeing so many people striving for trips, because that's certainly one of my main drivers with my business. So I'm going to go back now to turn off my camera and go back on the screen. So I won't
everyone, if you've got questions, type questions in while we are going as well, because we can do a few little questions at the end too.
All right.
Thanks, everyone. We can see your emojis. So, Kristine, I think your slides are coming back up now. Yes, they are. Beautiful.
Excellent.
Such a great job.
Fabulous. Well, let's keep moving then. Now that we know there are lots of people who can see a great reason to do a few of these extra bits and pieces for their business. And to be honest, I see them as almost like casting a net. I've had success with each one of those things, but sometimes they don't work on their own. So I like to do a whole lot of things when I'm on a mission to achieve something big. So I encourage you to go and try 2 or 3 of those things as soon as you can to grow your business and get some fresh leads in. So let's move on to step number 5 in our turbocharge system, which is recruiting online. Now, I love to run what I call golden opportunity events on Facebook. Now, this is where I set up what I call a pop-up group on Facebook, and online events work really well for anybody who's geographically spread, for you, for yourself, but also if you do already have some team members, so that they can join the group and really see what the opportunity is all about. It's a great event for fence sitters who just can't make up their mind. They're just not sure whether it's for them. It can really encourage them to get on in and join. So almost everyone is on Facebook as well. So it's a familiar platform for people, which helps encourage them to want to join. So one of the top tips that I recommend if you're going to set up an online recruiting event is that you use some video component. Now, I do like to go live, especially at the start of these events, which I only run for about 45 minutes. And if I'm live, there's a much more personal connection with the people that have joined the event. And I like to pre-schedule my posts so that I don't have to be thinking about what I'm posting. I can just be focusing on questions and answering and being present for the people who are in there. Now, there is just one other top tip that I want to share with you about how to make these events powerful for your business, and that is to make sure invitations are personal. I've seen these done where people just add a whole bunch of people that they think vaguely may be interested in the opportunity, and you end up with a whole lot of people who don't want to be there, and it can be quite spammy and annoying to do it that way. If you do it the right way with a personal invitation to people to join your special recruiting event, then they're much more likely to want to go and far more likely to have a positive attitude about the event while they're there. So that's just my top tip about that, is make sure inviting people is done offline so that the online component is powerful. All right, now overcoming objections. So at the start, you might remember that I shared that I didn't recruit anybody at all for my entire first 2 years in business. And that is because I stopped at the first objection, at the first no. I wasn't confident in how to overcome them, so I didn't even try. And the way that I was able to overcome it is that I now see an objection as a request for more information. That's all it is. If you're prepared with answers for the most common objections, you'll sign up far more new team members. Now, a tip that I'd like to share with you is to always be authentic. If you can't speak from personal experience regarding a particular objection, talk about a team member or leader or somebody you know who overcame it and how they overcame it, so that it's genuine and a real example, but only talk from personal experience when it is personal experience. So I thought that you might like to know how to overcome the number one objection in our industry, which is I can't afford to join. Now,
yes, absolutely. And Kristine, I'm just letting you know quickly. I've just started another poll saying, so the next poll is saying, have you ever sponsored or recruited a new team member? So that poll is up there now.
Great.
And Kristine, thanks for sharing your challenges and your struggles, because I know as leaders, we always talk to our teams and we say, you know, start offering the business opportunity from your very first party. But you just admitted that you actually didn't recruit anyone for your first 2 years. And that is a very common story. And if you're anything like me, like I wish I could go back and do a better job of offering the income opportunity right from the very beginning in my parties. And so Kristine and I, we're here to share with you mistakes that we've made. Like, I don't want you to feel like we're here to rose color everything up and pretend that we are perfect people. We're more so here to share our mistakes and what we wish we could have done a better job at. So if you've never recruited, you've never sponsored anyone before, I don't want you to feel bad or like you're a failure. Just know that today is a brand new day and you can start offering the business opportunity from today. So I just wanted to jump in and add that, because I hear feedback from our followers where they say thank you for sharing like your bad experiences or the mistakes you've done along the way, because our followers feel like that helps them to avoid those common pitfalls. So currently in the poll, oh, it's similar to the other one. Have you ever sponsored? 78% of people have sponsored someone before. So we'll leave that open for 30 more seconds. So tell us all about how to overcome the objection of I can't afford to join. It's a big one.
It absolutely is. This is the most common one that you will come across. And let's learn a few of the psychological reasons behind this objection and some of the actual real reasons for the objection. Once you know this, it's powerful information that you can use to help overcome it. So some of the reasons are genuine. Sometimes they genuinely just cannot afford it. And in that case, you can keep them as a customer or a host. Make sure you do regular follow-up. Ask when a good time is to contact them again, because they are genuinely interested. It's just not possible for them financially at that time. And unfortunately, that's only actually a small percentage of the people who give us this reason. And it's partly a reason given because in Western culture and Western society, it's socially awkward to discuss money. So people feel that it's a safe zone. If they say they can't afford it, typically speaking, most people will stop there and respect that as a financial thing that's being shared. So it's not usually the case. If you know how to overcome it and find a way to get to the real reasons in a comfortable manner, your recruiting will powerfully surge forward. So I'm assuming everybody would love to know. I can't see the chat box at the moment, but I'm sure you're all saying, yes, tell us, let me know. So let's go straight into it. So if they can't see the value of your offer, we need to find out where it is that your offer adds value to their lives. Because if they can't see the value, they won't want to spend their money. Now, this really relates to they can't see themselves being successful at what you're doing and what you're selling. So what you need to do is say, do you mind if I ask, if it wasn't for the money, is there anything else holding you back? Because that's when you'll get their real reasons. Their other worry is quite likely to be something completely different. So here we have it. Do you mind if I ask, if it wasn't for the money, would you go ahead? Or is there something else that might cause you to hesitate? And that sentence there, those two lines, is probably the most important thing you can learn to overcome this objection, because it's often not the money. Often it's that they can't see themselves being successful at it. And it's your job then to reassure them and show them ways to be successful in it. So very, very powerful tool, knowing how to overcome that objection. And the ones who genuinely can't afford it, stay in touch with them, because they are likely to join as soon as the timing is right. So follow up. Now that you know you are likely to have some people who it may not be the right timing for, but it may be down the track, you need to know how to follow them up. And these statistics you may have come across before, but they are really eye-opening. 80% of non-routine sales occur after only at least 5 follow-ups. 5 follow-ups. So 44% of salespeople give up after 1 no. Now, I shared with you in my first 2 years that I was in that biggest piece of the pie. I was one of those 44% who gave up after that first no. And now I am in that tiny slice of the pie, that top 8% of direct sellers who just don't give up. We're the Energizer Bunnies. We follow up and make sure that we get those people when it's the right time for them. 22% will give up after, or another 22% will give up after 2 no's. Another 14% will give up after 3 no's. Another 12% will give up after 4 no's. I want you to be in that top 8%. And when you are there, you have a powerful business, a massive difference for your families and for yourselves. And let me tell you, you will definitely be qualifying for your company's incentive trips. So how to follow up and how to manage it psychologically for yourself. That's the question, isn't it? Now, ongoing follow-up, as we've said, is key. You've seen those statistics. I suggest that you keep follow-ups quite casual and always give an opt-out option. So when it comes to follow-ups, keep good records of who and when to follow up. And it could be, you could be old school with that and you could just have a notebook, or you could use a specific follow-up customer relationship management system. I know that Melanie has shared the Client Angel in the past, and it is a brilliant one that I can personally recommend as well. So it's up to you what system you use, but just make sure you're using a system. And I suggest that you vary your form of follow-up. So don't call them every single month. Don't email them every single month. Vary it. Sometimes call, sometimes email, sometimes text message. If you've got something exciting, actually put it in the post, because when you receive something in the mail these days, it is just so exciting. So just keep a record of what you've sent, who you've sent it to, and what the response was. Now, if it is a text message, an email, any sort of electronic follow-up, it's quite easy to include and give them an opt-out at the bottom. You know, just what you will all have seen them, you know, text stop to remove me from the list, or same sort of thing at the bottom of an email message. Opt-outs are quite easy. When it's on the phone, it can be a little bit more confronting. And I just want to reassure you that it is just as simple as saying, Sally, just let me know if it's not a good time for you, or you've decided it's definitely not for you. No worries, I'll just take you off the list for now. You can always come back on if things change. And that's always giving them that option. And it can be just as casual and as friendly as that. Now, I always like to liken the recruiting message to getting a piece of cake at a wedding. So sometimes at weddings, the cake is a fruit cake, which I personally detest. And I will always say no to that. But I am yet to see a bride cry because I've said no to her wedding cake. So I might come back and just quickly have a look in the chat box now, the chat facility, so that I can see if you are a fruitcake person or not. Do you like fruitcake? Yes or no? I would love to know. No, look at all the no, yes, agree, love it. No. Okay, well, I can see now that lots of you are no fruitcake people, just like me. So I'm going to turn my camera off, go back to my slides, and keep going. All right. So back to this. So when it comes to follow-up, just remember that it doesn't have to be personal when somebody says no to you. It is just that it's not right for them. Just like I don't like fruitcake, somebody doesn't want the business opportunity. It is nothing personal. So just always keep that in mind. When I was new to the recruiting process, I actually had a picture of fruitcake stuck on my computer and near my on my screensaver on my phone, so that it reminded me it didn't matter what the outcome was. I was just offering cake, and it is a fabulous cake to offer. Okay, so don't forget to go and grab the free ebook that we've put together. And you can see on this slide so many bonuses that we've put together with that as well. There's a tracking chart to help you stay on track with your goals, a call tracker to help you stay positive about the follow-up process, checks, recruiting rhymes, so much value for you in that. And you just need to go to directsalesinspiration.com/bonus. And that's a special page that I've set up exclusively for the people who've joined Melanie and I on the webinar today. And where to from here? If you really love to have somebody hold your hand, do it for you, answer all of your recruiting questions, and have everything downloadable to implement immediately, you might be interested in joining me for a recruiting masterclass where I dive deep into each of these ingredients to turbocharge your recruiting massively. After each module, you'll be able to implement the ideas straight away into your own business. Now, I'm sure that you'll agree that you've been given quite a few strategies you can go and implement straight away today. That was my aim, to make sure you felt like you had fabulous value that you can use, and we've got a lot more bonuses. But some of you might like to really surge forward. And if that's you, the course modules cover all of these steps that we did today in a massive amount of detail, and there's an extra module there which you might spot there on how to warm up your leads so that follow-up is so much easier, and that is a very, very powerful step in the process.
Kristine, I'm just bringing us back up onto the screen here for a moment because I just want to show everyone where to go and get this amazing superstar bundle offer that you have all about sponsoring and building a successful direct sales business. So right now you're going to see I'm changing the sticky note message that's up the top in the light green or yellow color. There's a clickable link up there that you can actually click on to go to for the special offer. In fact, I might let me read that link out for you as well. So just in case any of you need to verbally write this, remember this link. It is directsalesinspiration.com/bundles/superstar. Now, also, I'm bringing up, there's an offer tab, and you'll see a picture, and there's like a blue-green kind of clickable button at the bottom to take you to Kristine's special offer. So when you click on the offer button, it's going to open up into a second page. And when you fill in the form there, you will have access to everything that Kristine is showing you right now. So I just wanted to make sure I explained that for everyone, Kristine. So I'll let you keep on going.
Thank you so much, Melanie. That's fabulous. We have, each module is almost like a webinar in itself with a full training video and examples. You get a printable workbook with each module, a review section so that you are powerfully enabled to move forward with the learning from each module. And some of them also have printables that you can download to use straight away in your business. I'll show you a few of those here. So this just shows you some of what you will get in some of the modules, and including if there's anything technological that we've suggested that you try, we have very easy to follow cheat sheets that step you through step by step in how to implement that in your business as well. And we have 8 modules, as we've said, with a video, webinar, workbook, downloadable extras, immediate access to all the masterclass content. And we've set up an exclusive Facebook group for support and any questions that you have about recruiting. I am in there going live to support you. You can have all of your questions answered on a weekly basis there to make sure that you are powerfully enabled to turbocharge your business forward and go for your dreams. Now, as a special thank you to all of the viewers on Melanie Parker's Party Plan 123 webinar today, we are adding an extra mega bonus, attraction marketing for direct sellers. Because if you boost your sales and recruiting and bookings online, then everything is going to happen so much faster for your business. Fill your pipeline from online on top of your parties and absolutely rocket forward. So what's included in the attraction marketing course, and this is exclusive bonus for today's webinar: how to maximize exposure on Facebook, how to use video in marketing, personal branding, how to make that effective, creating mood boards and brand boards so you can create a consistent image online. What about creating an avatar and use of emojis? How to do that effectively in your business. And a Canva mini tutorial to ensure that you are really well set to be creating online images for all of the different platforms that you may be on for social media. Now, that course is normally valued at $197 in itself, but it is free for you today. So this is our superstar offer: the entire recruiting masterclass, the entire attraction marketing for direct sellers course, all of those modules with a 30-day risk-free trial and access to our exclusive Facebook group for ongoing support. Normally valued at $394, but you will pay only $197 today as an exclusive offer, or you might choose to do that in 3 monthly payments of $72 to make it more affordable. And it does work out to slightly more than the $197 so that we can just cover the additional administrative costs there. But we wanted to make it as accessible as possible because I'm so powerfully inspired to want to surge your businesses forward and make a massive, massive difference for you and your families. So I'm going to come back now, Melanie, off of the screen share.
Oh, just before I forget too, everyone, let me make sure I've made this super clear. For those of you who are going to be watching this on the replay, so if you're on the replay right now, this is just for you, super secret. Replay viewers, we are doing a prize draw for you as well. So doing our replay, for all of you who do say yes to become a member in Kristine's training program, we're going to draw one prize winner who is a very lucky person at the end, and you get to choose your gift of the prize draw. So I'll be in touch and you get to choose whether you want a free CD or a book or a DVD posted out to you. I've got lots of them to choose from.
They're all fabulous too. Wonderful choices.
So one lucky person in the replay gets that one. All right, everyone, have you been loving this training so far? While we have all of our new members diving in for the special offer to learn more about recruiting and sponsoring with Kristine, we're going to start to hand over to Kristine now to answer some questions. So I've been saving some questions that have been coming in, Kristine, and I'm going to type them into the chat box for you so that you can read them out. But I'm just going to hand over to you for a little while to engage with everyone, check the comments and answer a couple of questions that I've got here before we get ready to draw our massive prize draw that is coming up soon.
Exciting.
So I'm going to let you take over for a few moments and I'll be in the background checking on the comments and questions.
Sure. Thanks, Melanie. Yes, I can see a few questions there. So let's dive in and I'll do my best to answer everybody.
Wonderful.
I can see some comments there that I can answer. Colette has asked, how long are you able to use these items after purchasing? It's lifetime access, Colette. So no limit, no restriction. Once you've purchased it, it's yours forever, and you'll get access to any updates that I do in the future as well. It's your course once you're in there. And that applies to both.
Screen for a moment, Kristine, and I'll grab my I'll grab some books and CDs that I can show people that we've got for the prize draw. So I'll just let you come up on screen.
Sure. Okay. Lee, I can see there that you have asked where you can get the recruiting rhyme. It is one of the freebies in the bonus that you can get for being a part of today's webinar, which is available at the website directsalesinspiration.com/bonus. And we go into a lot more detail about a whole lot of other games in the direct sale, in the Recruiting Superstar bundle, if you choose to purchase that as well. Okay. Are there any other questions that I can help with? Can't see any at the moment, but there may have been some that we're down a little bit lower, so I'll just scroll in case there's anything else I can help with. Any questions about recruiting? I love all these no fruitcake. Looks like there were a few that liked it though, so that just shows you that can never pick who it's going to be. And I love seeing how many people have said that they're really keen to strive for the retreats. Says the site for bonus is not there. The one, Leah, the one above is the site that's taking you straight to the Superstar bundle if you decide you want to purchase the course. And the address for the actual bonus is directsalesinspiration.com/bonus, which isn't the one linking above. The one that is on the top of the chat box there in the offer box, that one is the link straight to the recruiting masterclass and the attraction marketing masterclass bundle. Joyce said, I just lost a possible recruit. She said she has no time. Now what to do? So Joyce, what I'll do is I will direct you to on my blog. I've got an entire article there about how to overcome that exact objection and what I've done and said to help reassure people that this business really can be done just in little pockets of time. And you might be able to use the example from my blog there. So just head to directsalesinspiration.com. If you scroll through the articles, you'll find the ones on overcoming objections. And I've spent a lot of time addressing that one there. So you'll find heaps of useful information, I'm sure. And we do, of course, go into overcoming all the common objections in the recruiting masterclass so that everybody goes away feeling completely confident about their abilities to overcome all of the common objections. We are matching today, aren't we, Melanie? We've both got our our tops on. Patricia's saying she can't find a section for buying over 3 payments. There should be a button there, Patricia. I will go back in.
Scroll down the page.
Oh, I've got my assistant over here off screen, and she's saying scroll down the page a little bit, and you might be able to find it there. We've definitely got it set up. Melanie's going to hold up the choice of prizes now that we've lost sound. Oh, Heather's saying scroll down, Patricia. She found it. Okay. Oh, good question, Karen. It is US dollars. The system is all set up in US dollars. Oh, look at the prizes Melanie's got here. You can choose from a CD, how to get bookings when you've got none. And we've got a choice of 10 power tips every direct seller needs. Oh, that one sounds fabulous. Or you might like to choose the book, her fabulous book, the 10 power tips every direct seller needs. So one lucky person who joins, or another one more. The roadmap to party plan success. Oh my goodness, look at all of that. Poor Melanie, not having sound. We practiced all of this. We got this all perfect yesterday, and today we have all the hiccups. Oh, Emma Watts is saying she's got your book. Emma's in my team. So that's great to hear that you've got that, Emma. Okay, I'll type my email address in so that if there's any questions at all. Is this the right thing? Maybe that's the wrong thing. Sorry. Turn that off. I think I clicked the wrong button. Just in chat. Oh, down here, I see. So if you have got any technical difficulties with the course, It's the first time we've offered this particular bundle together, so there might be a couple of hitches with the site that we may have to fix up. But I think that we'll be able to get it going. It all tested fine, so we should be all right. But that is my email, my personal direct email address. If you do need to ask me any questions, Kristine@starblazers.biz. That will come straight to my inbox, so I'll be able to help you out. Oh, and Jackie said she's managed to do it on a laptop. So maybe we're having issues with the mobile responsiveness on the site. I know that I've done the training in there from a mobile, but I've never actually tried to purchase my own course from a mobile. So it is, you will be able to access the recruiting training from your mobile phone. It will all be easy to do on your mobile, but you may have to go to a laptop or a desktop to purchase it if there's any issues right now. Okay. So it's being okay. Oh, okay. So my lovely assistant has just said that the issues are just because the site's very busy at the moment. We've never had this much traffic all at once, which is a great problem to have. I'm definitely not complaining about that. But just be patient. I apologise if the site's a little bit slow or if some of the things aren't loading quickly. It's fabulous that so many of you are keen to have a look at what we've put together. And thank you for your patience, those of you who are trying to get in there and get things working.
Thanks, Kristine. This has been a wonderful, wonderful event. And thanks to all of our viewers. You've been so engaging. We've had a ton of comments coming in throughout the whole presentation. And we're now feeling equipped and ready to go out there and to sponsor more and to offer the generous income opportunity to every single person that we are meeting at our parties. I liked the part where you showed people how to plant recruiting seeds outside of parties as well. So I've been banging on about that kind of thing for years, about doing the bookings and finding new hostesses and bookings outside of the parties to get you going again. And so I'm so grateful that you have brought that same message through for the sponsoring, because there's three things we need to focus on when it comes to a successful business in direct sales. We must sponsor, we must book parties, and we must sell products. And really, to have a successful business, we need all three. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being here as our Australian guest trainer for today. It's been wonderful. Everyone has loved it. So if you haven't already dived in, go grab Kristine's super special offer right now. Remember, our replay viewers also get an opportunity for the big grand prize draw that we will be doing at the end. Kristine, I think if there's anyone having any questions or issues getting into like technical things into your program, what's the best way for people to reach out to you and to get help from you?
Well, you can either find me on Facebook at Direct Sales Inspiration, and I should come up on Facebook, and you can message me there, or you can go straight to my email address, which is Kristine@starblazers.biz, or go straight to the blog, directsalesinspiration.com, and you'll find plenty of ways to get in touch with me there too.
There we go. Super easy. She's everywhere. Oh, and she's on Pinterest in a big way. I must tell you, I've actually been watching Kristine's work on Pinterest because she keeps popping up in my Pinterest feed so much and has absolutely awesome information. So if you want to watch a pro use Pinterest in direct sales, go and follow her on Pinterest as well.
Thanks, Melanie.
Well, thank you, everyone. So type in your little messages, say goodbye and say thank you to Kristine. I have absolutely loved seeing each and every one of you here. I'm proud of you all for spending your time with us. And our message now is to go out there and to offer the business opportunity at the very next party you do and at the next promotional event that you're doing as well. Any last minute little messages for everybody, Kristine?
Just dive in and believe in your yourselves. You can recruit, you can do it powerfully, you can do it consistently, and it is not a skill you're born with. It is something you can learn. So dive in and go and make it happen.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, it's tradition here at Party Plan 123 to always give everyone a big wave goodbye. So we're waving to you from Australia, wherever you are around the world. So thanks, everyone. We're going to stay on the line right now. We'll be watching for any urgent messages, and just let us know if you need any help from here. But go out there, offer the business opportunity, be brave, ignore the nerves in your belly, and just ask the questions anyway. Thanks, Kristine. Thank you for your time too.
My pleasure.
See you
Thanks
next
for having
time.
me.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.